Hi, everyone. Welcome back to OutTalk, the official Outlaugh Madhouse companion podcast. I am Will Morrison.
And I'm Will Tempfer.
And we are in episode 7, the second to last episode, the final stretch. This episode's called Roast Beast. It's going to feature a lot of toasts and roasts from all of the players. First up, we'll have the final Madhouse challenge to play back into the game. So one of the 10 people in the Madhouse has a chance to get back in. What are you looking for from them today?
This is it. This is the big game. Like, they need to give it their all. And it's exciting. It could be anybody because, like,
it really could be. Everyone in the Madhouse is pretty strong. Everyone could like pull something out of their sleeves last minute. Where there's some surprises in this episode that we've been made aware of, but won't say out loud until they happen. So it'll be fun. We'll see who they toast, who they roast. I know the Bachelorette is standing by with a bunch of roasts ready to go.
And Will and I may or may not get a roast or two. Who knows?
Yeah, we said it was okay to roast us. We just said that it might not play the best to the
might not make
audience.
sense, right, for the audience, but I mean,
yeah.
I can be bullied
now
on stage. I'm okay with that.
We also have, for our judges tonight, we have Brandon Donlon and Tegwyth, who's a Survivor influencer.
Yeah.
So excited to see how.
And Brandon is a contestant from Survivor as well. So this is exciting.
So excited to see how they like go into it. The like Survivor super fan types that we've had have definitely been like taken the game seriously.
And this is we'll definitely have to ask them about their thoughts on like an edge of extinction and exile type of twist that this is, tonight's Survivor kind of thing that they can get in because, Survivor doesn't do roasts.
Yeah, exactly.
But if they did, I'd be curious what those would look like.
It would just be every single
Jeff would cry.
Yeah, Jeff would cry. That's what I was about to
make Jeff cry.
And then after that, so one of the 10 Madhouse people, Elsa, David, Charlie, Alex, Carrie, Dan, Franco, Rachel, Henry, or Emily will play back into the main game and join finalists Loie, Judy, Macy, and Christopher for another round of toast or roast and a much more condensed field. Now, we do want to say they can only roast within their like round. So Madhouse can only do Madhouse, finalists can only do finalists, but the Madhouse people have to be ready to roast the finalists too. I'm excited to see how it goes because one of these people will have a chance of getting back in the game. It could really, really stir some shit up.
Great list, honestly. Like,
yeah,
man, I'm just trying to think. Like, everyone has the best shot. This is because everyone's going to pull out their best stuff.
Yeah,
they have to.
And we're about to watch people insult each other. So
see how it goes.
And we are here with one of our 4 finalists, minus the Madhouse contestant that plays back in. We're here with Judy. How are you feeling going into the toast or the roast?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling ready. I'm excited. I'm poised. This is like, we have to, ask for the serenity to accept the things we cannot change.
Yeah.
To accept the things I cannot change. So I'm just like, in the courage to change the things I can. And I have there's been a departure from the typical, flighty anxiety that's happened. I don't know, like the stakes are higher, but because it's so open, I can't worry about it. So I haven't worried about it until today, and I worried about it. Now I'm like,
yeah, but I mean, that's a good mindset to have. You've made it really far. So it is good to like kind of give yourself like the grace to experience the challenge as it comes.
Yeah. Yes.
I want to say too, I'm trying to think, I think you might be the only contestant that has already dabbled in roasts.
Mm-hmm.
So did you, at least this season?
Yes.
So did you feel you needed to get new material
I'm a Black trans woman in America. Coming up with something mean to say about somebody is It's
Right off the dome. Perfect. Yes.
I was like, I eat sass for breakfast.
Yeah.
Like, I was not worried about it. I got that question also, and I'm like, no, I won't have a single
Hell
problem.
yeah.
All of those roasts I came up with for that.
Yeah.
So,
Perfect.
like, all of my roasts this week, I've also came up with for this.
Yeah. Plus, you also have like a smaller group to go off of, so it's a
I
like
have more time. I
yeah.
have more time, less people, so I can let for my roast last time. I didn't get to like really chew it. I didn't have time to eat.
I just let him have it.
Yeah.
Let him have it.
This time I get to be a little more. Boop, 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 boop. Follow me. Where are we going? Oop, boop, there it is.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm really just very excited about.
Yeah, I love that. I love when a roast has a well formulated like joke arc to it. Like it's like you want the like whole experience, not just the like end line.
Yes, you want like to take you there. I was actually working with another contestant. They were like, "Oh, it's a little wordy," and it really took me into this place of like, yes, but I like that I have that feedback because I'm like, wordy works for me. I'm a storyteller, and it takes you on a journey. I like to take you up the hill and have you being like, where the fuck are we going? And then when we reach the top, I'm like, there, that's where we've been going the whole time.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my gosh, it's like the juice is worth the squeeze at the end.
Yes, exactly.
You gotta let him cook. It's a roast.
You gotta let it simmer. You gotta you gotta let the roast, it's like a crock pot.
Exactly.
It's a recipe, you know?
And
it's a whole recipe.
And what works for you might not work for the other people, and that's fine.
I'm dancing with my legs, they're dancing with theirs. I've thought that since college. We're all doing what we're doing. Use what you got to get what you want.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, best of luck tonight. Break legs. Thank you.
Excited to see you out there.
Okay, and leading into our final Madhouse challenge, which is starting off, we're going to try to talk to our OG Madhouse members. We have Henry here. How are you feeling about your toaster roast?
I'd say, I would say I'm feeling cautiously optimistic. Roasting is not like, it's not my.
What's your
voice.
experience with
Yeah.
roasting?
Oh, I've never roasted.
Oh, hell yeah.
Even like,
Having met
a few
you,
times I've tried to roast. I'm like, I feel terrible.
yeah.
So
Having met you, you don't seem like someone who would naturally go into a roast battle situation.
I'm not a ribber. I don't rib. But tonight I don't know. This is almost, the jokes I have are vaguely roasty. They're mostly just puns.
Okay.
So we'll see how they like it.
I mean,
Yeah.
do you have to do what works for you?
Yeah.
How are you feeling about the challenge?
There's no pressure.
Yeah.
This is for all the marbles.
This is all the marbles.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good about it. I think that I'm feeling fine about it. I think it was a fun week because I knew roasting was not like my typical bag. So I kind of just tried to take like my own approach to it. So you'll see whether that works or not tonight.
I have a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot of people experiment with form tonight.
It's going to be this will be the most experimental roast battle we've got.
Right. Yeah.
Well, that's what we want to see. It's so funny because I am a stand-up and I do dry humor, but I hate doing roasts because I don't like being mean to other people. I like being mean to people who've wronged me, not someone who's like I like.
But I was thinking you also certainly have to be experimental because how many times can like someone hear the same joke?
Yeah,
same
exactly.
So you really have to like really hit everybody in a different way. Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. This week I literally, like, before I came up with the idea that I'm going to do, I like started writing kind of more traditional roast jokes, and I like to my girlfriend, I was like, here a couple of these jokes, let me know what you think. And she was like, you sound like a bad guy. Don't do that.
All right.
I can't do this. I can't do this.
And we like a girlfriend approved.
She likes this one a lot more.
Oh, good.
Good.
Phew. All right.
Okay, great. Well, break a leg out there. Best of luck.
Yeah.
Thank
It'll be
you.
fun.
And now we're here with one of our other like original 3 Madhouse contestants, Carrie. How are you feeling going into this last Madhouse challenge?
I'm feeling good. I was a little nervous about the roast aspect of it all at first.
What's your relationship with roasts?
I had no relationship at all.
Great.
Yeah.
I
With
never...
a lot of strangers to roast, which
Yeah.
is very exciting, I think. Yeah.
And Judy, who's personally very familiar.
yeah. So it was definitely a challenge, but I think I'm happy with where I landed.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is like lots of stakes on a type of comedy I don't think a lot of the people in this
Yeah.
game have done before.
Plus, everyone is just like lying, be like, actually, roasting is my specialty.
Yeah.
Like, aside from Judy, everyone's like, I've never done a roast before.
You know, and also I feel like the Madhouse has been working together in a way. So this is
Yeah.
kind of the first time where it's like,
Someone
Yeah,
really,
gotcha.
this really the do or die moment.
Yeah, because you have all been doing kind of like a fun game of trying to succeed to keep everyone in.
Yeah.
So much so that they designed a game against that last
Yeah.
week.
Which honestly, yeah, we got called out.
but
And I think it
good
made
game.
for still a very fun like game on the side. Like I
Yeah.
really liked that version of it.
actually
Yes.
it's very fun because then I could see some people just concentrating so hard.
Yes.
Yeah.
You were
I
crushing
was
it.
like trying to pay attention to what was happening because I still wanted to see everyone's
Yeah,
face and
yeah.
everything. But then like my ball would,
Yeah.
turn over. I think it like actually fell over once and
I
It was
think
it was so good.
almost everyone's fell like one time.
Yeah.
But I am excited to see you all have to actually battle today.
Battle, yeah. You're actually battling your
That's
fellow
good.
And then
Madhouse, yeah.
you also have to all be ready for the potential of battling the final four.
Yep.
And it brings its own thing because you'll be the odd man out. Whoever it is
Absolutely.
the odd man out entering the battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, well, best of luck to you.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you
a
so
lot of great
much.
legs.
We're excited to see it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to OutTalk, the Outlaugh Companion podcast. I'm your guest host this week, Christopher Marucci, with my two interviewees, Will and Will. Will and Will, why don't you introduce yourselves?
I'm Will, and Christopher, how are you feeling as one of the final four contestants this week?
Exhausted.
Yeah.
Exhausted.
I mean, especially after an incredibly dramatic save.
I know.
Yeah.
I had come to terms with my death. I had.
You thought it was you. You thought it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, before kind of all the idols came out, I'm sure you had an idea of the idols that already existed, that were already at play, but the ones you didn't, I mean, did you still feel like the votes were on you?
I didn't necessarily, I literally, in my weekly interview, I was like, I feel like everybody's got an idol but me. And then
It turned out everyone had an idol.
when literally everyone did. I was like, I was standing because I was just ready to go.
And then Franco did fall on his sword for you.
Yeah, the best, but any lucky little fella could have.
Well, how do you feel this week now? You're going into a toaster roast,
Yeah.
and you do a lot of kind of clowning, stuff like that.
All right, that's offensive. That's not what I would say. I'm
Whoa.
like traditional stand-up.
Well,
Yeah, sure.
well, what's the relationship with roasts?
I don't like them. I actively am like, I think it's not my bag, so I'm doing toasts, but I'm going to say things in a mean way.
Okay.
I'm going to have an angry tone,
So you're
and I'm going to say nice things to people.
but just a lot of slurs in it.
Yeah. I'm going to say
Very kind.
I'm
but
going
you're
to say
gonna be
the nicest slurs.
You're just going to be
Yeah.
some
Anyway,
Yeah.
so we're excited to watch you all play with the form a little bit because a lot of you are not roast comedians. And best of luck with your final four, or final five soon to be with the Madhouse contestant. But
I'm telling everybody Final Four.
Whoa.
okay.
Well, I mean,
Said it here.
I mean, like I've made it to the Final Four because
Oh,
right now
sure.
there are four. Like,
Oh, you're
what
telling
I'm
your
saying-
family back home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
when I send my carrier pigeons back west,
Absolutely.
I-
You're
Absolutely.
technically in the final four. It's not your fault it becomes the final five later.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you.
Everything again is not my fault. Have a good evening. Treat each other well out there. Times are hard. Let's protest these voting rights.
Oh, I thought you meant an out laugh. I was
No,
like,
no, like
it's
You know
fair.
Let's protest. Let's make sure no one gets
No,
to
I-
vote.
no, in like
sorry.
as SCOTUS ruling.
I'm aware of the
we
world.
should-
I'm aware of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
Take
hot
to
take.
the streets.
SCOTUS
Eat
is
all
bad.
billionaires.
Hey, we are here with our judges. We have Brandon, Donlon, and Tegwyth. Brandon, you are from Survivor 45.
It's 5.
Okay.
It's not a number you want to get tattooed on you.
Yeah.
Today's political lexicon, but it's a good number nonetheless.
Yes, good. And you, you're a Survivor influencer. You're a
Super
big fan.
fan. Yeah. I'm a huge fan of the show, to say the least.
So tonight you get to see both the Survivor aspects, but also the comedy. So I'll start with asking, what are you looking for from our roast battles with these comedians tonight?
Well, I like a roast, no hold barred. First of all, I want people to when you go into final tribal council and people are trying to placate the jury because they want to be nice or whatever else. No, 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 no. Answer the question, do the thing, say the thing, and say it with your full chest. That's what I'm here for. I want people to be just full themselves, say all of their thoughts, and don't hold anything back.
Okay.
It's really interesting because since this is the first challenge will be the Madhouse, these are the contestants that are like our edge of extinction or exile, who've been, playing nice with each other because there is kind of like jury management a little bit. We don't know yet. They don't know yet. If they're also, they've been vying for votes this entire game in the Madhouse. So yeah, I think things have been a little too nice.
Yes.
So
Here's the thing. I think with the edge of extinction, we've seen it twice on Survivor where people, they want their friends to win. And I get that that's a huge social aspect of the game. That's what I talk about a lot. But when you're getting back into the game, it's now time to be a little bit cutthroat. It's now time to you actually want to play. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see.
I find that one of the best parts about the Survivor experience is the horrible messages you get. Faceless accounts on Instagram. I want to hear that kind of stuff.
Right. Yeah. Right.
I want mean stuff about your parents. I want comments about hate. We can do a couple of those.
Whoa, oh my God.
I'm kidding. Scratch that. I want
curious.
the worst things you've ever heard in your life.
Oh my God.
I mean, in a faceless account on social media will do that to you.
I know, and they have to.
I am hoping that someone has combed through everyone's social media and just got the worst. The worst.
Yeah.
I know.
This is what you posted in 2012.
Sure.
From your Twitter.
We were on last season's Out Laugh, and if I got voted out right before roast, and I would have gone through everyone's social media and done the worst thing they've ever done, or just the most cringe thing they've ever done.
And
I'd be still stand by this. Yeah.
And this is literally why, as a comedian and musician, I regularly purge anything from before the age of 21.
Not me. No, not me. We got 2012 Instagram posts on
never
grid.
deleted anything.
Yeah.
I actually am against deleting things because I say if I posted it once, I gotta stand by it.
Yeah.
I gotta stand by it. People have brought up some pretty unflattering photos of me from the best.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. And they will all be on display tonight.
Yes.
With my PowerPoint.
Yes.
Hours before.
Oh my God.
One last question is, we do have a bunch of contestants tonight in this Madhouse challenge who, let's just say, are not roast comedians. So they're going to be playing with form a little bit, I believe, and trying out some new things. And are you both fans of, let's say, alternative comedy?
No, and this might not reflect well on me, but usually if something I can kind of think that most things are funny in the sense that again, this might seem like I have no taste and that I think everything is great, but I if something if no one is laughing, I'm usually the only one laughing because I genuinely think it's funny because I think that there's you can find humor in a lot of things. If I if I trip it randomly and everyone watches, I prefer to trip in front of people than trip by myself because I'm much more embarrassed if no one sees me. I think that everything my favorite movie is called Troll 2 and that's a whole nother story. It's not about goblins. So just I think that there's and I really enjoy subverting expectations. I was actually talking to my friend about this earlier where you think one thing is going to happen and then something completely different happens. I love being caught off guard. I love when somebody's leading you down a path and then it's a completely different ending than what you expect. I think that's very funny. One of my favorite jokes that my partner will say all the time, it's just not funny, but he's what's that, something I hardly know her. Usually it's poker, I hardly know her.
Sure. He
usually will be a pretzel, I hardly know her, and I'll be laughing for a month because it doesn't make sense. It's not funny.
You want to
So I think
misdirect.
it's funny.
Yeah.
I love a
Let's get a misdirect. You want to, I sounds like you also want a bomb because you want something that doesn't work for anybody and then you'll be you got
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
That one was for
kind of
me.
campy when it's kind of bad but good. You know what I mean? I love that.
Ooh, full camp. Full camp tonight.
Exactly.
Great.
I too love a bomb.
Okay.
Excited at the prospect of just nothing. I know.
Yeah.
That's how
you
Absolute
also
silence.
and I'm not. I don't have the I couldn't do this. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not a comedian, but I really love
I'll say.
the is this the word?
No.
I really like, I think sitting in the discomfort is something that we all avoid in day-to-day life. Like you having a conversation with a coworker and there's a couple extra seconds of silence and then you hit up with, because you don't want to sit in it. I want to buy a house in it. Like I want to,
This got deep fast.
Yeah.
We hope that the comedians can make you guys deeply uncomfortable tonight.
Yes.
Love.
Yeah.
Uncomfortable.
We love.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, and best of luck picking our nominations to get back in the game.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Thank you, Wills.
Okay, and now this season of OutLaugh, we have had a special thing. We have had sponsors, so we do have our sponsor here with us tonight. So can you introduce yourself to our audience?
Hello, Will and the world. I am between two Wills.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Ariel. You can call me A. I am the commissioner of World Oredo Unite, WAU. But above all else, I am a huge fan of live entertainment. I love comedy. I love improv. I love stand-up. And there's no other show that you're going to find that's going to combine all of them together. And it's all under one roof here at Asylum NYC. And I love Survivor too, so this is the best place ever.
Because you were just saying to us that you've come to many OutLaugh shows. You were here, you kind of came a bit last season and this season as well, yeah.
I am a big fan of OutLaugh. I've been visiting since the UCB days, Throwback Thursday. Now we're here at Asylum, and I think it's easier to count on one hand the shows that I've missed than the shows that I've been to, because I love it. I'm essentially like a season pass holder, which if you took advantage of that, you probably got a really good deal out of it. I know I did, and I'm just very happy to be here. What I love about comedy and Survivor is you don't know what's going to happen next. Like OutLaugh, it's unscripted. There's no edits. It's just live.
And there's been a lot of surprises.
There has been a lot of surprises.
I think what I love about Survivor the most is there's always this parallel between, I guess you could call it real life and whatever you see on TV. And I think it's fascinating that we saw some of the most devastating tribal councils at the same time that the parallel is happening on season 50. You can't script that. It's just unscripted. I love it.
The most just for I know. If you guys watched our last week's coverage, Franco had a very dramatic tribal.
Exit.
Yeah.
Now you are someone who's very familiar with like live reality games and stuff like that. Can you explain a little bit more about WAU, what you do?
Well, that is a great question. All right. So I am involved in live reality games. Are you familiar, Will?
Familiar enough, yes.
Are you familiar, Will?
A bit, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Imagine you have participated in numerous live reality games and you're the first one out. So what WAU is doing is it's putting an end to getting eliminated within the first 45 minutes. It's putting an end, above all else, to the high registration fees of these games. They are so expensive. And guess what? WAU, we've got live demos where you can play for free a game of WAU and you can test your social, strategic, and physical skills and find out, can you be the last one standing? Do you get the crown and the trophy at the end? And you only have one day to win over 9 other strangers. What do you think, Will? I like your odds.
I think I would have fun. I just did apply to Traders, so we'll see. Maybe I should test it out in a live reality event first.
Don't reveal anymore. You've signed up numerous NDAs. Don't you worry.
Yes.
And that's the beauty of WAU. I'm talking to a lot of these live reality gamers. If you like to test yourself, you might be tired of just competing against it's rigged. Everyone knows each other. Now with WAU, you're competing with strangers you don't know.
Oh, that's good.
Well,
better. Yeah, great. Better for me. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah.
I last season of OutLaugh, I competed with a lot of people that I had existing relationships with, and it definitely muddied the water of the
would you
game a
look at
lot.
So would you say it would be better if we could remove that barrier?
Yeah, I think leveling the playing
Right.
field's a good idea.
Ooh, and speaking of leveling the playing field, one thing I'm going to do as a sponsor of this live event today, any guest that scans the QR code, they're going to enter to win a raffle for Asylum NYC. Get some free drink tickets on me. So,
Love that.
Okay, yeah, love
spreading love, the Brooklyn one.
Love that. And with that, it got awfully quiet out there. I worry that we're about to start.
It's showtime. It's live.
It's showtime, baby.
You
Yeah.
can't script this.
Okay, and we just watched our final Madhouse challenge, their roast battle. It was fun.
It was so much fun.
I had a good time. I impressed with all of the different types of roasting.
Yeah.
So we'll jump right in, and then explain why we don't have an interview with the winner who got back in.
Yeah.
But first up, we had Elsa perform. So Elsa brought a scroll and unrolled it. It was very Angie K of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And then did kind of nonsensical toasts.
It was a toast.
Yeah, they were very specific. They were random, so random, but they made perfect sense. It was so funny.
They were very fun. It was just goes to show kind of like how the Madhouse has bonded. You know, like, yeah, this is just so nice because like Elsa has made connections and was kind of like giving like a bit of like an inside joke stuff with all the people that she's like brought. It was just really cool. It was really cool, very fun. Yeah, I liked it.
And then next up we had David, who kind of like roasted people by making fun of people's perspective and how he was like, I don't really have one, but then his is that he's a professor. It kind of played up on like the intelligent side of it. It was a really strong, I would say,
to start out the roast. Yeah, absolutely.
Next up we had Charlie, who went into kind of more of a traditional toast roast section. They were fun. There were some Survivor specific ones, which I think the judges liked.
Yes.
And then after that, we had Alex, who also did very traditional roasts. There were a few oof ones.
It was good. It was, Alex went pretty hard hitting for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was the first one to do a joke about, a lot of the men made jokes about how they're scared of Emily. Alex was the first one who did it, and that was the one that landed the best.
Yeah.
And then Carrie went fifth in this first group, which was divided into Carrie kind of roasted herself more than others.
Which if I were in that position, I'd be doing that too. Because like I would do like maybe like a small dig to somebody and then a large dig to me to cancel it.
Yeah,
you know
I mean, and they were funny. It was like well formulated jokes and all of that stuff. They were just more about herself and then the roasts on the others, and it worked. And then Brandon and Tegwyth then sat and chatted, and
they needed a bit. They needed some time.
So from each group of 5, they picked 2 people for our audience to vote on. So this first group, they ended up picking Charlie and Alex,
our 2 returnees.
Yeah. And then for our next half of this game, so we had Dan go up next, who did a bunch of name puns, and all of the name puns were about the audience leaving
during their set. Yeah,
it was very clever.
More like.
Because
they always leave during their set, and then it was just a great bit that just kept building and building,
and it was like Elsa, more like their Elsa leaf, like is
an Italian,
and then would you like, but seriously, and then say something dumb, like
it was,
and then Rachel went next. Rachel, I think it was probably the most roast of all of them. Rachel went for the jugular.
Yeah, Rachel went
and
hard.
It
was awesome.
Funny.
It was awesome. Yeah,
they were really funny, really hard. There was a thing about David being a poached egg because he is white on the outside but Asian on the inside. That got a huge laugh.
But it was also because it was like a callback to one of Alex's jokes from his stand-up set.
Yeah, like
said a while ago. Like Rachel was using everyone's comedy against them,
and like it is really a showing of like what the first person who got eliminated can do.
Oh my god! Right, because the first person who's is listening to all of y'all.
Yeah,
and it crushed. Yeah,
and then Henry did a very Henry thing and wore a hat, played a character. It was the top roast master from Luxembourg, and he doesn't know everyone, but he did really silly roasts and then went like this a lot.
It was great because it was a way to do like a dumb joke and followed up with a dumb dance, but since it's a character, it worked
Yeah,
so well.
and it played so well with the
It
audience.
worked so well. Yeah.
Emily went up next into kind of a Mean Girls parody.
It was great too because Emily was just built up by all the roasters as being scary and mean. So
And then-
boom, here I come, and it was
But
perfect.
what worked for her was that she really focused on the men being bad, and that kind of got the audience. Like, she started off with like a comment on Jared that didn't necessarily go the best, but then she really won them back by going after every man who was like, I'm scared of you. And then she toasted the women, which I think was just a classy move at the end there.
It was great. It was perfect. Yeah.
And then Franco went up last, and it was really just felt like a traditional roast.
It was
battle
good, yeah,
that we were
and it was
saying.
funny because I pointed out to Will that I could see Franco adding to his set during the. I don't know, like I just feel like Franco's brain is always on. So Franco was adding bits. Like Franco took Henry's hat and did a silly roast to do the dance.
Yeah,
to
it
add
was-
to his set. It was perfect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, so following that, the judges then deliberated some more, and then they picked the first two people who were eliminated and added to the Madhouse to be up the nominees, Rachel and Henry,
Incredible.
which was so fun.
So our four people are the two returnees and the first two Madhouse.
Yeah, so which is Charlie, Alex, Rachel, and Henry. Yeah, and I was excited. And the audience got to vote, and then by a landslide, allegedly, Rachel won her way back in the game.
First one out, last one in. I love it.
And then Rachel got to go outside and get this envelope first that read basically, "There's an idol in Madison Square Park."
And then 1 minute later, the four remaining game contestants got to hear the exact same clue, and Rachel just had a head start.
But they have till the end of the intermission, or else the idol is dead.
They have to find Mr. Beast's cousin,
Yeah.
played by Eduardo.
Yes.
Or
So
may or may not be played by Eduardo.
but we will see if they can do it. Let's see.
Yeah.
And we'll have more roasts coming up.
Yes.
Okay, so we watched the toasts and the roasts from the second challenge.
I will immediately say, as soon as like our performer started, I whispered to Will, "Oh, this is like why they're the final four." And then plus Rachel, I was like, "But this is." They were all so good. And
and they like really did bring it. They all brought it like personally to their personality. They really made it their own, which I really appreciated, like watching as like a comedy standpoint. So first up, we had Loey. Loey did musical roast, so like "Hey Judy," and it was about how Judy talks a lot.
Oh my god, the opening joke from Judy was iconic. And probably the best joke of the night.
And then
so
making the joke about Christopher was Christopher looks like a peach ring, and then bringing out a literal peach ring Christopher on stage. It was very funny. It was well structured. It was high energy, good way to start off the round. Next up, we had Judy. Judy did a really smart, like, storytelling kind of trick with the comedy. Yeah. Judy did kind of like going like, "Oh, I'm just going to toast everyone," then proceeded to do backhand compliments the whole time. So it was kind of like, yeah, I'm not going to talk about these things that are roasts actually, and then had an earnest toast at the end.
That's great.
It was really well thought out, well structured. Next up, we had Macy. Macy went in on the fact that everyone else were old and queer, and
basically just so good too, because like everyone's been noticing Macy on being young. So then Macy was like, "Y'all are ancient.
Yeah,
y'all are old." Yeah.
But it also, Macy talked a lot about being outside the alliance, but we will see how that turned out. In it, at this point, then Christopher went up, and Christopher honestly just said a bunch of compliments kind of intensely. It was really sweet overall.
It did turn into Christopher being a big sweetie. Yeah.
Christopher basically like just complimented everyone.
But then the roast was at the end was like, "And you should feel bad for saying all those mean things about me."
Yeah.
Rachel's placement in the roast was perfect for it, so that everyone could go before it, and then Christopher did like a placeholder roast for our
Dan.
contestant.
Yeah, instead of Rachel. It was smart to do one that where it was like, I'm going to pick the wrong Madhouse contestant to do a roast about.
Yeah.
And then Rachel spent the entire fucking roast typing notes on her iPad, and then proceeded to get up and, like the first time, rip into everyone. She saved her jokes for the Bachelorette and Jared to start off with.
Okay, smart too, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm trying to remember. Did Rachel have
No, not
Bachelorette Jared
in
jokes
the
for-
beginning because there's
Okay.
so many Madhouse contestants.
Exactly, you have to
And,
get through everybody. Yeah.
as you as the audience will see in a minute, Rachel has a ton of more jokes about everyone.
Oh yeah,
So,
exclusive. Rachel's got jokes for extra Madhouse contestants. Yeah.
so watch that interview. But yeah, the audience also loved it.
Yeah.
And I would say overall, all 5 high energy. The audience had appreciation for everyone.
And again, the judges had to deliberate for a little bit extra time. They were
Yeah.
torn. This was an incredible set. All 5 did so well.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. It could be.
So and then basically the judges ended up picking Rachel again for immunity. And then because Rachel won and was the Madhouse contestant, all of the other contestants started like whispering to each other.
Because we knew like there's just sort of like a game. We just sort of had a feeling and a vibe that the Madhouse contestant coming back in to be the easiest one to vote out. Boom. The final 4 could say the final 4, vote them out. But since Rachel was safe, they had to improvise on stage.
And for a minute, I kept watching Christopher basically be like, please vote me out.
Yes, because there was like fall on the sword. Macy and Judy were whispering.
And then what ended up happening, Macy had an idol that she played from Running to the Park.
Macy
And
that idol.
they all voted, and it ended up being 2 votes for Christopher and 3 votes for Loey.
And unfortunately, yeah, Blowy's been receiving votes, probably most votes this season. Finally caught up with him.
And it was obviously a little bit of a blindside since Loey was in a alliance with half the people on stage.
Big crowd reaction. So yeah.
So we'll be talking to Loey now.
Yes.
And now we're here with the member of our final 5 who did get voted out in tribal council tonight, Loey. To start off, I want to say your musical roasts were really, really good.
It was incredible. It was absolutely incredible.
The curse of going first, you know.
Yeah.
I was like, I felt like I did really good too.
Yeah,
It opened the set so strong. Yeah.
I would say sorry for this, everyone, but my favorite 2 were you and Rachel. So
I literally made a note, and as soon as you performed, I'm like, this is why this is the final 4. Like,
yeah,
but well, in
for the final 5.
Final 5 when Rachel came back in, but it was like so clear to me. I was like, man, they're so good. Oh my god.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're also sorry.
Yeah, I know, so fucking close.
Because right, Rachel's win did I would assume throw a wrench in the plan.
Macy won the idol.
And Macy won the idol.
And I want to say, fuck Jared, because I have a broken foot, so I could not run to the park. So I'm going to blame Jared, and I'm going to blame my fucking fractured foot for this.
So, and I didn't know that. So you were the only one who did not run to the park. And I actually was like, okay, that is, I thought, good strategy, because there is some in Survivor when people like immediately go for an idol, it could seem a little bit desperate. Like
I have been desperate.
and that's when you have been getting votes almost every episode. So, but like in my head, I was like, oh, Loey's like got the confidence to, you know, well, but, and I also do think if Rachel didn't win immunity, I think it could have, there was a conversation to put it on the Madhouse contestant.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and Macy was always just kind of like being like, yeah, I'm going to do that.
Right. Because also Macy was in an alliance that had dwindled away. So like, Macy was the last one of this.
And like, you know, Judy and Macy had been kind of like holding out. And like, I guess to me, I was pretty shocked that like Judy went that way. Because Christopher was literally being like, I'll fall on the sword.
No, yeah,
so that made a little bit sad. I'm like honestly pretty earnestly sad. Yeah.
As 2 people who were voted out of the show, it is okay to feel sad.
And it's okay to feel sad.
Yeah.
And it will take like a day or 2 for you to like process, because that is what happens with these live reality games.
Oh my God.
But I think you should know you performed great. You went in with a pretty like, I would say, overall honest, direct gameplay, which I found very impressive.
Oh my God.
Which is hard to do in a game like this.
But and also just to say it too, you being the last person that's now part of the jury, every person's game matters. So when it comes to your jury vote, consider.
I'm like, I don't trust any of these fucking
I'm-
bitches except for Christopher. Christopher's winning this.
Consider your. And
I'm maxing the mics.
yeah, but everyone can hear us. So yeah. But this will be live, on Saturday anyway. So, but I'm just saying, like, this is a game. This is a social game. So, like, putting you into the jury is part of the social game of somebody because you're a vote. So, but you did
I know
play.
some people that aren't getting my vote.
You did play an incredible game. I have enjoyed watching your comedy every single week. I've enjoyed watching you also just sort of like battle the. I'm going to get a vote, and I know I'm going to get a vote. And I'm going to survive, and you have, and this is, and it's been incredible to watch you perform.
Yeah.
I've been a big fan.
Thank you both so much.
And as your friend, it's also been incredible to watch you really like push yourself as a comedian.
Aw.
And like, it's just been, I've seen you do sketch, I've seen you do musical comedy, and I just saw you for the past like 7 weeks really push yourself as a performer. And you like brought it each week and you gave it your all.
Oh, you guys, you're so nice.
Yeah. And now the power's in your guys' hands. So
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm like, wow, I get to fucking sleep this
no,
week.
that was my first thing. I was like, I can finally sleep.
Yeah.
It's so real. It's so real.
I very much, because I got out halfway through, right before the jury, I was like, I had a month where I was like constantly thinking about this game. And then I was like, and now I don't have to think about it again.
Yeah, I want to be clear. I actually like had to go back into therapy. I was out of therapy and I went back into therapy during this game. And yeah.
I definitely talked about it in therapy a lot.
Yeah, my therapist she's gonna be so sad.
But well,
And with that,
congrats on a great game. We're sorry you're out.
Thanks.
And have fun on the jury.
Thank you so much. Bye.
bye.
Okay, and after just such an exciting show tonight, we are here with our Final Four member, Madhouse to Final Four member,
Wow.
Rachel.
Damn.
Yeah,
It's a big night for me.
yeah.
It's a huge night. Congratulations. You
You-
had a great like roast set. So I'm glad that they picked you for the final four, and then audience voted you what seemed to be like a landslide vote for you to get back in the game. That's what Jared said. Jared said it was a pretty big vote to get for the audience to get you back in.
Oh wow.
And what was also very impressive was watching you literally type up your roasts for the second roast while everyone was performing. You were sitting there typing it out on your iPad, and then you like went up and then ripped, and then the judges voted you to win immunity.
Oh my God.
So you were safe for tribal. And to be honest, I think you needed it just because because the contestants were like, great, Rachel would be an easy vote out.
Right,
So like, but I mean, people could have made a big move and voted someone else out, but you being safe really just like was incredibly iconic.
Yeah.
So
Oh my God. Thank you.
Congratulations. Hey, how does it feel?
It feels great. This rags to riches.
yes.
Wow.
Yeah. I will say you also like, you're one of the people who approached the roasts in the most like roast battle manner. And it is like a lot of people had like a little bit of like alt comedy takes on it, or musical comedy, character bits. And I do think it shows that you're just like a strong joke writer, and that is what it like ultimately excels the best in the game.
Oh, thank you. I feel like it's more like stand up, and I do stand up more. So I feel like when I was writing it, I felt more comfortable than like doing other sketches.
I mean, that makes sense, right? Because it's like a lot of roast is observational humor, and like that's what stand up is as well. But I was going to say, one thing I wrote notes down for your sets is like you added great context for everybody and like backstory and research. Like you were saying, like I had research on all you.
Yeah.
Just sort of like incorporating Alex's stand up set of the Poached Egg,
Yeah.
using that and then putting it in a joke later for David. It was like, we're full circle here. Like,
Yeah.
Great writing. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually literally have a note that the David is a poached egg joke is so funny. I laughed really hard at that. So great job.
Oh, thank you. I feel like it just came to me. I feel like I don't know what I wanted to talk about Alex, and then like I thought about I used to think about like
David could be boiled egg, but then I remembered poached egg. Yes.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a callback in there because
Yes.
Alex made a joke. Yeah.
And
Boom.
it all started off with David being white on the outside and Asian on the inside.
And I think that also is something that kind of comes from being in the Outlav as long as you have from the beginning. You've been paying attention to everybody. I think a lot of like the one up you have on people who are still in the game is I think that when people go to the madhouse, they're not really paying attention to people in the madhouse, but you've been kind of had your eyes on everybody because they've been joining you every week.
Yeah.
So
You also got you got to enjoy the game without the stress.
I know.
of the
I feel like
competition.
I'm pretty lucky because like you said, now in the final game, I get to do the social part of it. So
Yeah.
I didn't have that stress beforehand.
So, I mean, we
Yeah.
just sort of snagged you right after the show, but I mean, what are your thoughts on kind of approaching the finale here?
I don't even know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think because just before this vote, I feel like there's so many strategizing that I thought,
Mhm.
I was not thinking too much about it. Now I feel like, I really gotta be careful because now people are like, we're talking and
Yeah.
I know.
influencing
I
the
know.
vote. And
Well,
I did not expect
I know. Well, congratulations.
And
yeah.
get ready. You have a 45-minute phone call with Judy Peach in your future, from what I have heard from every other contestant.
Oh, what do you mean?
Judy likes to talk on the phone.
Oh,
Yeah.
we did. We already
Oh,
talked.
great.
Okay,
great,
cool.
great,
Yeah.
But
You're
you're
up to date.
yes, you're in great company. Final four. You, Judy, Macy, Christopher. This is going to be insane. I can't wait to watch.
Oh my God.
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have some unsaid roast about other Madhouse players. Can I say it here?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Please.
Yes.
Exclusive.
Oh my God. Wait, where is it?
Exclusive jokes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Carrie loves Survivor. Carrie works for the city and have 2 cats. Carrie's life sounds like a background character in Brooklyn sitcom. Elsa is a voice actor. She changes her hair color more than her voice. It's not that strong, so I deleted it. Henry has a great personality and he's unapologetically himself when he's on stage. He played characters who vapes, plays guitar, and raps. Henry's whole comedic range is just what if I was myself, but worse. He's not a character. He's a Williamsburg starter pack. Every character you played is just you with a different level of disappointment. And Dan, okay. Oh, there's one more about Dan. To be fair, I voted Dan for the first time I could vote because his name had the least amount of letters. This game is psychological, but everyone is still a little bit lazy. And, okay. Yeah, there's one more about Charlie, but I don't know if it's that strong. Charlie's done Hamilton multiple times, but Charlie got voted out when his parents were there to watch. That's tough. He didn't throw away his shot. He just scheduled it wrong. That's it.
Yeah. Thank you so much,
That's
Rachel.
great. Thank you.
And we're looking forward to see what you do in the finale.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And now, as always, we are here with our lovely hosts of the evening, Jared Laxer and The Bachelorette. The Bachelorette, you prepared a really nice roast dinner with it seemed sparkling ciders or something.
Absolutely.
And then also hosted the roast. And I would say for the first time, it seemed like you might actually know what game this is.
It's just really important to me that my future spouse knows that I can put on a good dinner.
Oh.
That I can host a great dinner party and they all got to see me in my element shining so they could imagine what a future with me will look like.
Oh, and you're a type of person who likes dinner party games.
Of course.
That makes sense now. Yeah.
I said charades and then Jared said we already did a no talking thing.
True.
It's true. Now, what I will say is we had for all 14 of the cast members, they brought really strong roasts today. Jared, were you impressed by that?
I really was. I thought that everyone really did a good job of we had 14 people, 15 sets because Rachel went twice. All these sets were really unique from each other,
Yeah.
On a show
where they all have to roast each other and, everyone has the same targets, you might worry about there being repeat jokes or premises.
Exactly.
There really wasn't any of that. Everyone was really original. Everyone was really true to their own voices. And there wasn't like too much inside baseball going on. It felt like a really, really balanced show.
Yeah.
All this time, I thought they were picking on Jared for no reason, but it turns out they were practicing and honing their craft for tonight.
How would you say this compared to other seasons of you getting roasts? I thought it was pretty.
There was in the roast show, like the roast show, I got less than the other.
I was going to say you did.
I think it's because I've been getting it all season.
Yeah. I really do want it said on the record. The contestants went deeper in on the Bachelorette tonight than they did on Jared. And I think that is because a couple weeks ago, every single contestant made fun of Jared.
And I got whole episode real sad.
It was a bummer.
I mean, like, just to talk about too, just like the Good Survivor, like our judges didn't really know that the two people they picked from the first half were our two returnees in the Madhouse, and the two that they picked in the second half were our first two Madhouse contestants.
Yeah, that was really interesting.
Four, yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I think the ultimate goal of having the Madhouse is kind of having someone like Rachel or Henry be able to play back in, as they were the first two out. And they both handled getting out really early, really well, too. So it does feel like it's the correct... it feels like karmic justice that Rachel was able to work her ass off on this roast battle and get in.
Yeah.
Not only that, but she was voted out largely because she was the last one in. Now she's the last one in again, but she wins immunity, so they have to turn on each other.
Yeah, so you do know what this game is.
Party.
Anything you can share for finale game-wise? Sorry, can I ask that?
Oh, sorry, is it one more time?
Anything you can share for finale game-wise?
Yeah, so I will say that their last challenge, it is on theme with the first challenge and the play-in. They will each have longer than the last couple of times. They will each have 8 minutes to do whatever they want. It's a long time. They can use as many tech cues as they want, as many props.
Okay.
It's going to be a real wild ride.
And
I'm hoping they use this 8 minutes to talk to me once, because it does seem weird that I'm going to commit to one forever when they haven't really tried to do a one-on-one with me.
Unfortunately, I do think you are losing potential suitors that are interested in women quickly.
I can change.
Our final four: Judy, Macy, Christopher, Rachel. I just know that they're each going to have very different 8 minutes and all fantastic 8 minutes. I can't wait to see.
Yeah.
And our Madhouse is part of the jury, so.
That's right.
Is a wild element in this game.
We just had a pretty big, it seemed, blindside in our tribal council this time. So I'm very interested to see how this jury plays out.
Yeah, I will be in touch with the jurors throughout the week to make sure they understand the assignment.
Exactly.
Thinking about their questions, and we'll figure out the order, because we do the old school final tribals where everyone gets individual time to either ask a question, make a statement, whatever they want to do with it.
Oh, I can't wait to watch! I'm so excited. This is wild. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I truly don't know how it's going to play out. I really do think all four of them have really unique stories and chances to win. I could not.
They've all also played very different games from each other.
Mm-hmm.
And it is clear now that the alliance that was like kind of holding down the group broke in half tonight, that we don't know how everyone's going to play together now that it's one-on-one.
The social game, yeah, exactly. With our jury and our Madhouse. My gosh, these votes can be coming out of every which way.
And I'm excited to see who's been keeping good terms with the Madhouse contestants this whole time.
It's so exciting.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Show, guys.
Thanks.
And Bachelorette, I hope you find love somewhere.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening or watching to OutTalk, the official Outlaugh Madhouse companion podcast. I am Will Morrison. My co-host is Will Tempfer. I have been the one producing this podcast with the help of other Will. Outlaugh Madhouse has one more week, May 7th at 8 p.m. at Asylum, New York City. So come out, watch the finale. It's been... the audience tonight was fantastic. They really got in on the game. There were live guests. We don't know what's going to happen because of how this game has played out. It's been very stressful to watch, but fun to watch. Everyone's very talented, so you do want to come out and see them. This show has been produced by Jared Laxer with the help of The Bachelorette, aka Elle Rochford. And make sure also to follow Outlaugh Comedy on Instagram, because they will be going to Edinburgh Fringe this summer, so you can follow their progress in Scotland and see how future seasons are going to go too. Or just a reminder, final show, May 7th, Asylum, New York City for Outlaugh Madhouse. Come out, watch, have fun, laugh with us. Thank you.